start with whole eggs. I may put a few drops of yellow food coloring in just for color. A dash or two of salt. Stir and add flour. I have stirred with the fork and I'm ready to add my flour to consistency to make several different little balls to roll out. Okay, I have this first little batch of flour all stirred up. As you can see, I need tons more. No way is this ready to form any balls. So here we go. I'll get some more flour. Also, I've used 12 eggs. While you're doing this for your family, you probably 6 eggs would be a lot. If you just wanted to have a hot pot of noodle soup some evening, 6 eggs would feed any of you guys in this family. I have now added several scoops of flour, and I will stir that up and then determine how much more flour I need so I can have the right consistency to roll out. No measuring needed. Can't make a mistake. Okay, well, I don't really form it in balls. Just takes too long. I just get me a pinch of it like this. And can't get too much flour now. I use a lot of flour. It just rolls out easier. As soon as you can get that enough flour to roll out, and that's what we will do. This simple.
Film shake isn't so bad, it's going to make the film shake.
Roll it out as thin as you can. If you like thick noodles, which none of us do, you can make it thicker. The more flour you get on it, the easier you can get it thinner. You have to have a lot of flour. Papa's taking this video right now, so we'll see how that turns out. Okay, I can pick it up, shake it off, and I come over here to my table prepared with, I use newspaper, although I do get it from this newspaper company that hasn't got ink on it, but you can use the ink. JR's mother used the newspaper her whole life, and I did it first till we found this. Okay, push, stop. They use it first till they're ready to be cut, but after they're cut and laying on the table, they can stay out till midnight when I go to bed if I like it. It is fine, but I don't like going off leaving them before I roll them and cut them because they can get too dry and brittle. So there you go. Done in about, I think it took me about 20 minutes to roll these out, and my table's perfect for 12 eggs. As you know, I didn't make noodles until the last couple of years of Grandma's life because she started having me do it. She had no idea that I wrote out 12 at a time. I'll never forget the day I brought her over and said, "Come help me cut these noodles." She just was floored when she walked in, saw my table full of noodles, because the most she ever rolled out at a time was 6, and then she put them in the freezer and give them to us kids all these years. Okay, it's ready to start flipping them over so they can dry on the other side. I do have a ceiling fan close to my table, which makes these dry out quicker, like at least double quicker, so I can hurry and get them dried up to cut them. Okay. So here is my pantry full of chicken broth and beef broth. We wait till November when this goes on sale. We can buy it cheap. These 4 cases right here of the chicken I just bought the other day. We usually buy 6, and I've been out of broth for a month or so. This, my kids, is enough broth to have your noodles for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and some of the birthdays. I would like to add something new. Janice told me she uses this chicken stock. I tried it for the first time. It's wonderful. All these years of baking a chicken just so I could get the broth, and then no one eats the chicken anyway because they don't want chicken in their noodles. This is just a wonderful revelation that I'm glad to find out. So I use this chicken stock now to make Papa some noodle soup, add the chicken broth in the cans, and then I do the better than broth granules in that little jar, and it's delicious. I tell people that don't worry about if you think your noodles turned out or not, they're fine. The flavor's in the broth. It's not about the noodles, it's about the broth. Here we go. So I'm going to cut these in strips, pile them up on one another, and then cut them into the noodles. Doesn't need to be perfect. No two noodles are the same. My stacks of noodles aren't perfect. It really just doesn't matter. This is the last one. Are you showing this? Here's Nana's apron, Nana's noodles. Cutting the last one, and that's a wrap. Demonstrating the very last one, so you can make sure you see how I do it. So easy. Pile them up. Just start cutting. No two alike. Don't have to be perfect. These aren't quite as dry as I usually get them, but they're just fine. They're not sticking together. Okay, going in the freezer. 2 gallons of noodles in gallon freezer Ziploc bags. Looked like more laid out on the table, but just 2 gallons. That'd be enough for our Thanksgiving.